We're ready.
Good evening. Welcome to the Board of Trustees meeting here for Delhi Township, August 9th, 2023. Welcome everyone in attendance tonight. Such a strong night of our safety services, proudly represented, which we'll get to that in a little bit. It's a great night for the occasion that we're here. So what we will do is open the meeting, and then we will have the Pledge of Allegiance, and then we have our moment of silence that we invite you to remain standing for. Tonight's moment of silence is for one of our fellow Delhesians that we lost along the journey since our last meeting, Bob Alexander. Many of you know Bob, knew Bob through the township. Family man, obviously, very well known, was in the U.S. Navy, fought in the Vietnam War. He passed away on the 5th, and the funeral and such up at Our Lady of Victory will be tomorrow. So he was involved in a lot, and as I understand, Trustee Seavey, he was also on part of We Thrive. Maybe
Sure was.
talk about that.
He worked a lot with the Veterans Administration and with the hospital, and was a great asset to our We Thrive team, so he will be missed.
Yeah. In lieu of flowers, they said directed to LaSalle High School, the Veteran Scholarship Fund. And just to let you know how much of a true West Sider he was, there will be a special reception held at Price Hill Chili afterwards. So the Mecca on the West Side.
Bob.
So that's good. That would be Bob. So Bob, rest in peace. Well done, good and faithful servant. Please rise. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible with liberty and justice for all. Thank you so much. Approval of the minutes, Mr. Luby.
We have a motion to approve the minutes from the Board of Trustees special meeting on July 26, 2023, and the regular meeting held on July 26, 2023.
So moved.
Second?
All those in favor?
Yes.
Yes, motion approved.
Motion to approve payment of overtime for pay period ending July 25th, 2023.
So moved.
Second?
All those in favor?
Yes.
Yes, motion approved.
Motion to approve bills for payment.
So moved.
Second?
All those in favor?
Yes.
Yes, motion is approved. Report from the fiscal officer, Mr. Luby.
Significant transactions since our last meeting. We paid Adlita $206,000, and that was for our street rehabilitation project. Payment to Brandsetter Carroll for $249,000, and that was for the Town Square project. And our payroll on 8/3 was $333,000. As far as deposits, we did receive $60,000, and that was a combination of the local government fund, motor vehicle license tax, and gasoline tax. That's all I have.
Thank you so much. Trustee correspondence, please. Trustee Sturts.
I just want to give a great shout out to our police department on all their investigative work and arrests the past couple of weeks. I just don't know when they're going to understand. Don't come to Delhi, you're going to get had. So thank you to all of our officers and for all the good work you do to keep us safe.
Thank you. Trustee Seavey.
I'd like to say thank you, Delhi Township, for your turnout for the vote this week. Regardless of which way you voted, it was wonderful to see so many residents out and taking place of the American right to vote. And it was great to talk to so many of you, and that I only get to see once in a while on a one-on-one. So it was a great day for Americans, and especially Ohioans, to vote.
Thank you so much, and I will piggyback on Trustee Sturts' comments on the most recent, as I understand it, which was a couple of teenagers, 3 teenagers who decided to, I guess, with a gun, yeah, did they have a gun? Decided to do some strong arm robbery on the street, a couple of them. And I was literally coming home from Bailey when all that was going on, and was literally sitting at the light at McDonald's when you guys, the city of Cincinnati, which, God bless Cincinnati, talk about mutual aid and helping out. They were everywhere. You guys were everywhere, and you grabbed them. I saw you grab the one, put him in cuffs, and then you took off down by Midas, and there was another gentleman, for lack of other words to describe that thug punk, anyway, who decides to take a gun and try and steal people's stuff. But they were on it, and I agree with you. You know, I've been out here all of my life, all 40 years. And
It used to be 30 years.
thank you.
He's getting
Okay.
older.
Thank you, Brian. But it is. It's like, just don't do it. And we have the resources, and that's why we pass levies. That's why we protect our streets and we protect our residents. You know, it's not just saying that because we're the elected officials. No, it's real. And to see that in action, awesome, awesome. It's the best thing about Delhi, or one of the best things, that you feel safe. Or if something does happen, you know that there's going to be quite a correspondence of people to figure it out. The other gentleman was a wonderful gentleman by one of our schools over by Delshire that you just apprehended for indecency and such. My friends, everything these days, as we all know, is on film. Everything's on film. People's Ring doorbells, cameras in the sky, everywhere. People out there and about would just be smart. Just don't do it. Don't do it. So thank you, Delhi Police, Cincinnati Police, everybody who kind of merged in on that and keeps our area safe. Much appreciated. We have a special presentation tonight, a firefighter swearing-in ceremony. This is a great event tonight. Chief?
Yes, it is. Thank you, trustees. You know, we're here to share with those in attendance a very special milestone in our fire department's growth. Tonight, although it is symbolic, an event, you know, we're going to recognize the beginning of what we hope are very long and remarkable careers for these three individuals. Tonight's oath of office has two important commitments that I would like to briefly reflect on. It has many, but these are the two I want to talk about tonight. They will be swearing an oath that my fundamental duty is to serve the people I swear to protect. There's no higher calling than to serve people, and there's no more honorable service than to protect them. The three individuals tonight represent a heartfelt decision to accept this responsibility, and tonight will swear an oath to every citizen under their protection. It's important that we don't lose focus on why we chose this profession and why we chose this community. Secondly, they're going to swear an oath tonight to say, I recognize the badge of my office as a symbol of public faith and trust. When they're pinned tonight and they place on that badge, they are swearing an oath to recognize this honor of protecting this community. And the shine of the badge is the light our public trust, of our public's faith and trust. So I'd like to call up Ryan Cease up first. Ryan Cease is a fourth-generation Delhesian, born and raised. Graduate of Oak Hills High School, graduate of Cincinnati State for both his Firefighter II certification and his paramedic certification. Ryan's been with us for about 6 years. We hired him in May of 2017 part-time, and he was promoted to full-time in December of 2022. He's joined here tonight with his grandparents, parents, and his wife, Ashley. One thing of note that's very important to Ryan, and I'm sure he'd be happy to share with any of those interested, it's a good thing this is going to be on YouTube so that he can share with his canine kids, his corgis, Becky and Jackie, so they can watch online later to see his accomplishment. Tonight I'd like to introduce his mother, Denise Cease. She will be pinning him. Next, I'd like to call up Andrew Braun. Yet another multi-generational Delhesian, born and raised here in Delhi. Oak Hills High School graduate, notable baseball player. I know he's proud of that. Graduate of Great Oaks Fire and Rescue Academy for both his Firefighter II certification and his EMT certification. Andrew's been with us for 2 years now. He was hired part-time in July of 2022, promoted to full-time in September of 2022. Or I'm sorry, 2021, promoted to full-time in September 2022. He wrapped up his paramedic program today and should be taking his national registry exam soon. And he's expected to pass, or he will take it over and over.
That's encouraging.
we are happy that Andrew chose this level of public safety and service. We know we could have gone to the dark side and gone, but he scored high enough on the test and became a firefighter. I mean it with all due respect. It's tremendous, and like I said, notably, service is service, and service to this community means more than anything. So we're very happy that he's joined us. He's here with his grandparents, his parents, his sister, girlfriend. But tonight he's selected to pin him, no stranger to this meeting room. I'd like to have Al Duber come up and pin him. Last but not least, Sarah, will you join me? So Sarah Braun is a graduate of East Central High School, St. Leon, Indiana. She's also a graduate of Cincinnati State for both her Fire 2 certification and her EMT. She worked with Strategic Ambulance Transport as well. Kind of stole her from that. Sarah's been with us for a year and a half, hired her in January of 2022, and promoted her full-time to September 2022. She wrapped up her paramedic program today and should be taking her National Registry exam soon. So again, another successful story. If you guys remember when we talked about this early on, it's a huge risk and chance you take, but the investment on the other end is this is what we like to see, and this is what we like to bring to the community. Sarah, probably happy to put paramedic school behind her. This will give her more time. She's looking back to getting into competitive powerlifting, so nice little hobby for her to get back into. She's here tonight with her parents, and she would like to have her father, Paul, come on up and pin her. All right, this is as far as I can take them. So, Trustee Davis, if you would do us the honors.
Please raise your right hands, if you would, and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Sarah Braun,
Do hereby declare
do hereby declare
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
and the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
and that, as a member of the Delhi Township Fire Department,
and that, as a member of the Delhi Township Fire Department,
my fundamental duty is to serve the people I swear to protect,
my fundamental duty is to serve the people I swear to protect,
to safeguard and preserve life,
to safeguard and preserve life,
health, and property against fire and other perils.
health and property against fire and other perils.
I will dedicate myself to the saving of life,
I will dedicate myself to the saving of life,
preventing and suppressing fires,
preventing and suppressing fires,
and performing other duties enacted and placed up to me.
and performing other duties enacted and placed up to me.
I recognize the badge of my office
I recognize the badge of my office
as a symbol of public faith and trust.
as a symbol of public faith and trust.
As a member of the Delhi Township Fire Department,
As a member of the Delhi Township Fire Department,
I accept this imposed and self-enforced obligation
I accept this self-imposed and self-enforced obligation
as my responsibility
as my responsibility,
and make these promises upon my honor.
and make these promises upon my honor.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Oops. Oh, my name.
Again.
Say my name. Thank you. And your badge, too. Aw. Turn that damn air conditioning down.
Before comments, did you have another one, Chief? I'm sorry.
No, I was just, very pleased that we made the decision we did when we hired these three. And certainly, we look to bring forward to the board more ceremonial swearing-ins as they get their uniforms.
Great. Before that, and it took me by surprise, I did not see Al Duber sitting out here who did the pinning, and I apologize. It's ironic as we're saying congratulations and welcome to these people that said yes to serving the residents of Delhi. Al Duber, a long time serving, 10 years, I believe, plus 8, whatever. You gave the best commodity we have, which is your time, to saying yes to the residents of Delhi, and your legacy is still out here, a true ambassador. So welcome to you and to your beautiful wife Debbie, who's here. Good to see you. So thank you, and I know you're proud. You are proud. So thanks for being here. I will turn to Trustee Sturts.
Congratulations. Thank you for choosing Delhi. Thank you for protecting our citizens. We're in good hands. I know we are. And so we wish you a long career.
Trustee Seavey.
Congratulations, and thank you for picking Delhi, staying with us. Families, thank you for supporting them and being there in their time of need as well, because we depend on you. But take a look around, guys. You're surrounded by your fellow fire personnel. They are your family now, and you couldn't find a better place to be. Congratulations.
Yeah. Mr. Luby.
Oh, thank you for choosing Delhi. Congratulations, and again, we hope you have a long career here. Thanks.
Absolutely. There's a special honor and to me a special respect for our safety services, police, and especially fire also. You guys running into buildings and situations that others are running away from because of the dangers. None of us take that lightly, so thank you. As we've said, thank you for saying yes, and many years of great service to our residents. Thank you. And we have a hiring recommendation with the fire.
Let them go.
Well, they want to be a part of your hiring for your fire that they're going to work with? You came this far?
We have the motion to approve the hiring of Jakari T. Boone as part-time firefighter EMT in the fire department at the rate per the collective bargaining agreement with the Delhi Firefighters Association upon successful completion of the State of Ohio Firefighter 2 certification, pre-employment physical, and drug testing effective on August 9th, 2023.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Yes.
Yes, motion is approved.
Motion to approve the hiring of Megan P. Unger as part-time firefighter paramedic in the fire department at the rate per the collective bargaining agreement with the Delhi Firefighters Association upon successful completion of the voice stress analyzer, pre-employment physical, and drug testing effective on August 9th, 2023.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Yes.
Motion approved.
Motion to approve the hiring of Kevin M. Moranz as part-time firefighter EMT in the fire department at the rate per the collective bargaining agreement with the Delhi Firefighters Association upon successful completion of the State of Ohio Firefighter 2 certification, voice stress analyzer, pre-employment physical, and drug testing effective on August 9th, 2023.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Yes.
Motion approved.
Motion to approve the hiring of Brandon M. Williams as part-time firefighter EMT in the fire department at the rate per the collective bargaining agreement with the Delhi Firefighters Association upon successful completion of the State of Ohio Firefighter 2 certification, voice stress analyzer, pre-employment physical, and drug testing effective on August 9th, 2023.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Yes.
Yes, motion approved.
A motion to approve the hiring of Ryan A. DeAngelis as part-time firefighter EMT in the fire department at the rate per the collective bargaining agreement with the Delhi Firefighters Association upon successful completion of the voice stress analyzer, pre-employment physical, and drug testing effective on August 9th, 2023.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Chief?
So we spoke last time,
Yes.
and I said a big part of what we were going to prioritize is exactly what we just did. So we're happy they've also made the choice to come with us. They have not completed school. They're still in school and finishing up the academy, but the fact that they have all come out, interviewed, tested with us, and are willing to give us that opportunity to kind of build the family up, and certainly I will take any opportunity to sit up here tonight and hire more people than zoning has nuisances on the agenda. So I am happy to make it close. I missed it by one, so see if I can go get them. Other than that, this is just a testament to the people that work on this department and how hard they're really trying to work to build the ranks. This is not just one individual. This is everybody kind of teaming up and making it a wonderful place to work, and makes the recruitment so much easier. The only other thing I would like to kind of finish up on is those that are watching online and here tonight, special note on August 17th, at Mount St. Joe University, we'll be conducting a live fire training. You will see fire departments en masse, police departments en masse, conducting an active threat drill with Mount St. Joe University. It's a huge undertaking. My hat's off to Assistant Chief Helms. He's been the very focus on bringing that to the Mount and coordinating with all these other agencies. So we will continue to kind of advertise and put it out there, because it may look a little bit off-putting to have that in our community. However, it is just a drill, and it's an opportunity to kind of go through a full-scale response in that notion, help Mount St. Joe as a member of our community, see if their plans are up to speed, and allow us to get in there and do our work. So we will post it as much as possible on public media, but just August 17th in the morning, anytime between, I would say, 7:30 and noon. If you see a heavy police and fire presence there, it's a good thing. We're learning. That's all I had.
Very good. Congratulations again, Sarah, Andrew, Ryan, welcome, and the entire list there. Welcome to the Delhi family. Thank you so much. For those of you that don't want to stay for the rest of the meeting, feel free to take 2 minutes and come again another day. So thanks again.
We do have cake and refreshments down at the firehouse, so please go down and partake. I don't want to have extras.
Okay. Randy's leaving.
No, Mr. Soupy, you're not leaving.
Good to see you again.
Send you out. Absolutely.
Bye-bye, good seeing you, congratulations.
Congrats.
Hey. That's awesome.
I hope this helps some of the firemen sleep a little better at night. No,
Oh,
got
or at least stay.
the what, please? Yes, thank you. Sure know how to clear a room, don't we?
Let them eat
That's
cake.
all we knew. We can bring it here on every week.
Yeah.
That's right.
Interesting seeing Jimmy out there. Slide right out.
Injured right now. He's injured.
I did not see Alan. When he said it now. Remember?
How was it?
Oh, yeah. Thanks. Pete, right? Okay, we will continue on then. Parks and Recreation, please. Mr. Soupy, how's it going?
It's going well.
It's going well.
One heck of a week for him.
Yeah, I'll bet it has been.
It is.
Yep.
It's been a little slow, so it's been nice. No, we do have a hiring recommendation, so if you want to go through that first, I guess.
Mr. Luby?
We have a motion to approve the hiring of Andrew J. Kaplinger as seasonal Parks and Recreation worker in the Parks and Recreation Department at a rate of $15 per hour upon successful completion of background check and drug testing effective on August 9th, 2023.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Yes.
Yes, that motion is approved. Thank you. What's happening? What's going on?
So a little bit of explanation on the hire. We are losing one of our seasonals, Sam Weiner. He is going back to college, so I did have this on file, this application, and Andy decided, I called him and he said, yes, I'll come in and help out again. So until at least the end of the season. So kind of worked out. We've been struggling in the past to find people, so it's nice to have a backup. So it's always good.
Randy, I stopped the other day while one of your workers were coming out of the restroom, and it was great to talk to him and talk to him about everybody relax. It's on a regular tour of cleaning now. They're
Yes.
very happy with the sanitation, so we should pass all the inspections of the restrooms, correct?
Yes, I hope so.
Yeah, your worker was terrific.
Yeah, they stepped it up. It's just something that the guys had to do, and we took charge of it, and we had to get a lot more supplies and set everything up so it's setting up, and seems like they're working pretty well on it. Yeah.
Very good. So, it's a big week, skirt game week, and
Yep. So not to ruin anything ahead of time, but we do have Thursday night the National Night Out, Friday night the skirt game, Saturday cleanup always usual, farmers market this Saturday as well. So and a couple concerts and events coming up rescheduled from the previous weeks.
awesome.
So
Good, yeah. Full steam ahead.
yep, got a busy end of the month here, so should be
Yeah.
prettle well.
Blink,
the
it'll be
weather holds
October
out.
that quick,
Yeah,
right?
We have 3 concerts left.
3 concerts left. Yeah,
Well, thanks for all you do and your team down there. It's a lot, you know.
yeah.
Very good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Police Department voluntary resignation, if you would.
We have a motion to accept the voluntary resignation of Police Officer Hunter P. Followell Gibson, effective on August 4th, 2023.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Assistant Chief Braun is here tonight. The city finally got to Hunter, didn't they?
Good evening. They certainly did. Obviously, Connor came on board back in December. He stayed with us for a while. He all along, he told us he loved us. He loved what we had to do, I had to offer. But his exact words were, "I miss the chaos."
Whoa. Well,
So he's going back to the chaos.
yeah, he is.
So we wish him well. Obviously, we want people to be happy, and if he wasn't happy here, then we obviously want him to go where he's going to be happy. And he is a Delhi resident, so we missed that one too. So
Well, we thank for his service, whether it's a day or 30 years. We appreciate that and for him coming on, and hopefully he stays safe in the city of Cincinnati. Absolutely.
yeah, he certainly did good work when he was here. So we appreciate that.
Good.
There you go.
Anything else going on?
So I was going to cover the aggravated robberies.
Please
Go for
do.
it.
Please do.
So we received the call. There was a robbery that occurred. We were working on that. Then we got another call for another one within the hour. We called for a city canine to respond to help us look for the bad guys. And next thing I know, there's 12 city colors here. So it's one of those things where, several of the officers that came over actually are Delhi residents, so obviously they take it personal when something happens here as well. So, and speaking to, obviously, Chief Fiji and thanking her for their service and helping us out, I can't say enough about them. They were a call away and they're there. I mean, it was amazing.
To see the look on that guy's face when you guys and the city all grabbed him at McDonald's was priceless. I almost got a picture of it. It was just, I mean, it was just swarmed right there so fast. And
But it's, for administrators like we are, it's amazing to me just to see how they respond to the call and how they jump right in and they track them down and find them, and we lock them up and put them where they belong. So, like you mentioned earlier, it's, you come here, we're gonna find you.
yeah,
And then the other gentleman that you mentioned too earlier that was obviously doing something no good, and thankfully the residents were good witnesses for us. He got a license plate number, we tracked him down, and hopefully he's still where he belongs. So,
Let's hope. Let's hope.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
yeah. And then the other thing I wanted to mention, we're still having trouble with our Facebook page. Unfortunately, we're working through that. But if the listeners, if they'll go to Delhi PD, search Delhi PD in Facebook, and they go to the badge in the old style car, they'll be able to see some stuff that we're updating. So our primary page has the patch in the new car, but the one they need to go to for now is the badge in the old style car.
And Jeff, I think some residents are going to hear what you said, that we had to call the city for a canine. So would you like to give an update on where we are with our own canine? Because I know that some of you listening will go, what do you mean? We have a canine. Well, we kind of have a canine.
Sure, sure. So Steve Summers is in the process of getting trained through the city of Cincinnati. He's got roughly 2 more weeks to go. He's going to be nationally certified here on the 17th, but he's got a couple weeks after that just to firm up some things. The beauty of it is with them all training together, so if the city doesn't have a dog, they call for our dog, and we help them as well. So it's reciprocal. So so he'll be here, and we'll obviously send pictures out and give people a chance to meet him, and this time you'll be able to pet this canine, so that's a bonus. It'll be a good PR tool for us as well as a working dog.
Yeah.
What do you think about those hires in the fire tonight?
Very proud.
I'll bet you are.
Very, very, very proud. And how ironic it was the last day of paramedic school today, so.
Yeah, it was good timing.
And
Yeah.
Randy stole the thunder on the tailgate party. So we'll have police equipment up there, kids come up and obviously meet the officers and climb through the cars, and we're glad to have them.
Awesome.
Any
Thank you,
questions
sir.
for me?
Yeah, looks good.
You answered
Thank
it
you.
all. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thanks for
Thanks,
keeping
Jeff.
us in the loop.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Public Works, please. Ron Ripicher.
Thank you. Just a few updates, construction updates. It seems like every other street you go on, there's something going on. But let's see, the big one that's coming up is a sewer lateral. It's going on Rapid Run. It's through the S-curves. It's going to be closed, and they're saying August 14th through 18th. But if weather depending, if everything goes good, I could see it opening a little early. Let's hope. So I believe we're putting that out on Facebook, and we have a link off our website also. Pedretti, this is the start of the Mount Alverno paving project in front of St. Dominic. They recently milled that, I believe, Monday. So that has begun. It's a pretty decent project, but it should get all wrapped up by winter, let's hope. But I know we've gotten quite a few calls on the condition of that street, but it's finally started. And then our road project off of Devil's Backbone, the Hickories, they're preparing for final paving, which should be coming in a couple of weeks, and that job will be complete. Any questions on anything else?
I have one comment.
What's it about?
There's a wonderful sign at Lower Delhi which says the name of that project that they're doing down there. Do you know the name of that offhand?
I think I've seen it, and I believe that's funded through the SORTA program also.
Yeah, the beatification project of what they're doing there. Lower Delhi into that, yeah.
Yeah,
Isn't that lovely?
there's a lot going on there right now.
Yeah, yes, there is. Yeah.
So.
And that's going to go that way for 18 months?
I haven't called to get exact. I know sometimes they just put approximate dates and stuff. So
Yeah.
I know their original flyer seemed like it was going to be, go on for a long time. But I can make some calls and see if I can get it.
And I'm sure it
narrowed
will
down.
when it's finished. It'll look nice, no question in my mind. But again, just the, for better words, lack of respect for our Delhi residents. That's our main thoroughfare in and out, obviously, and to just leave things untreated, potholes, everything. And well, I'm glad they're finally getting started, and great use of taxpayer money there.
And then there's another section on Route 50 they're working on also. It was like phase 2 of 3, I believe. So a lot going on.
And Pedretti's now, right?
It's started.
I have a question on Pedretti.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm
Professor
sorry.
Zeevy.
Sorry. Don't we have a sign that says beware of raised potholes, or not potholes, but the sewer lids? Because they're sticking high. They're above,
If it's
boom.
if it's very short term, a lot of times they'll paint fluorescent paint around them or what have you. But I'll check it
Some kind
out.
of sign that says raised lids or something.
Sometimes they do.
Right at the bottom, coming down Pedretti from Mayhew.
Okay, I'll take a look at it and
It's pretty high.
yeah. All right.
In the dark, it's hard to see.
Okay. Yeah, a lot of times they just paint them, especially, I believe that, I mean, that'll probably be paved in a couple of weeks, if that, so.
It's a lot of cars going in a couple of weeks.
I'll
And
check
if you're
that
in
out.
police pursuit,
Boom.
Good question.
Very good.
All right,
Thanks, Ron.
thanks.
Administration, a resolution, please.
Resolution 2023-119, authorizing an agreement with TD Engineering LLC for professional engineering services related to the design, development, and construction of a wastewater surge tank project in connection with the Delhi Town Square project, declaring an emergency and dispensing with the second reading.
I introduce and move the adoption of this resolution.
I second the adoption of this resolution.
Any discussion on the resolution?
Yes, sir. We have an opportunity to, based on some new information provided by MSD, to redesign our wastewater management solution. This is an additional design cost, but will lead to some very significant, upfront reductions in our overall solution. So, as much as half. So, while I didn't want to pay for additional engineering, this is too good of an opportunity to pass up. So, we have a new level of cooperation with MSD. They're sharing their flow data, which is allowing us to truly refine, that final design and that structure that we need to accommodate wastewater on site. So, this will facilitate that.
Very good. Any other discussion?
I move to dispense with the second reading of this resolution.
I second the motion to dispense with the second reading of this resolution.
All those in favor of the motion to dispense with the second reading?
Yes.
Yes. Mr. Luby, please call the roll.
Mrs. Sturts?
Yes.
Mrs. Seavey?
Yes.
Mr. Davis?
Yes. Administrators report. Mr. Miller.
Yes, sir. Just going to run through some updated pictures of Delhi Town Square. I have a few aerials to show you. Predominantly what you're going to see here is the progress of the Viridian Apartments, the PLK piece. As you can see, we have 4 buildings in various degrees of completion at this point. Quick little update. I've been getting comments lately about how tight these buildings feel, up to Dunkin' Donuts. There was some concern that maybe they were pitched roofs, so they were going to go even higher. These are flat roof. So what you see now is what you get as far as the elevation. So this is building 4. Again, they've made it to the east side of the lawn area. So they are PLK is certainly within their their planned construction window. Everything's looking good and on track. Couple additional shots of the exterior of our building. Our brick is going up. The brick is predominantly on the north face of the building. When you come around to the west side and then around to the south, you're going to get this the steel panel, which it's got a very unique aesthetic to it. But this is coming together. Wasn't a believer in this when I saw it in the mock-up, but it's again very unique, and on a larger scale, it really comes together. So the final area that's not truly framed out at this point is kind of that auditorium area, our new meeting room. That's being that's being laid out right now. Everywhere else, drywall's going up. So this is the pool area. The pool has been fully poured, and what you see in the background there is the partition wall between the pools going up. So that wall is actually complete now between the 2 pools. So that area right there is where our bleachers are going to go. So we're going to have about, I'm going to say, a capacity for 300 people in the bleachers, roughly. So drywall, mudding, and actually some painting is now happening in the admin area. So this is the new dais that the board will sit at. It's actually kind of where if you can see that orange scissor lift, that's where the dais is going to be. So Obviously, the casework's not in, but those walls are being framed up. Pretty exciting. I don't know how many pictures Lori gave me this time, but let's see here. I think that's one of our new conference rooms. That's another hallway. That is actually, I believe, the hallway for the pre-K area. So I'm not going to keep going through all these, but it is very exciting. Things are coming along. We do really need to schedule another in-person tour of the site, and we do have some interest from County Commissioner Driehaus to tour the site as well. So maybe we can get everybody together out there. So, all right.
Very good.
That's all I have.
Thank you, sir. Any questions for Skylar?
No, thank you.
Good. Community development, please. We have resolution.
We have Resolution 2023-120, certifying violation of abatement expenses at 4249 Skylark Drive, 5218 Riverwatch Drive to the county auditor for assessment, declaring an emergency and dispensing with a second reading.
I introduce and move the adoption of this resolution.
I second the adoption of this resolution.
Any discussion on this resolution?
So we don't have any aftershocks of this particular house. That's the prior.
I
So no
don't.
afters.
No, I don't believe we do.
Okay.
Not this time. I apologize. Actually, I think that bottom. Well,
Uh,
no, we don't. Sorry.
Okay.
So these two properties have been abated. This resolution is simply forwarding the costs associated with that cleanup to county auditor's office. This will go on the tax bills of each property, respectively.
Okay.
I'm sure the neighbors are happy now. Yes?
That is absolutely the hope. Yes, sir.
Boy.
I move to dispense with the second reading of this resolution.
I second the motion to dispense with the second reading of this resolution.
All those in favor of the motion to dispense with the second reading?
Yes.
Yes. Mr. Luby, please call the roll.
Mrs. Sturts?
Yes.
Mrs. Seavey?
Yes.
Mr. Davis?
Yes. Resolution passes. Nuisance violations, please.
Yes, sir. Okay, I'll just read these all together. First one is 328 Bob Drive for excessive vegetation. Next one is, excuse me.
Same house. It's the same house.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. Sorry. 328 Bob Drive. This is for removal of junk motor vehicle. 373 Robin Lane. This is excessive vegetation. 4323 Mount Averno Road for excessive vegetation. And last but not least, 4512 Fair Road for excessive vegetation. You can tell I'm out of practice on my public nuisance resolutions.
Very good. Thank you.
Okay, so do you have to read all of
So we'll
them?
go ahead and read the resolutions now.
You have to read them all?
Resolution 2023-121, declaring nuisance for excessive vegetation at 328 Bob Drive, declaring an emergency and dispensing with the second reading. Resolution 2023-122, providing for the removal of a junk motor vehicle at 328 Bob Drive, declaring an emergency and dispensing with the second reading. Resolution 2023-123, declaring nuisance for excessive vegetation at 373 Robin Lane, declaring an emergency and dispensing with the second reading. Resolution 2023-124, declaring nuisance for excessive vegetation at 4323 Mount Averno Road, declaring an emergency and dispensing with the second reading. Resolution 2023-125, declaring nuisance for excessive vegetation at 4512 Fair Road, declaring an emergency and dispensing with the second reading.
I introduce and move the adoption of resolutions 2023-121 through 2023-125.
I second the adoption of these resolutions.
Any discussion on the resolutions?
I move to dispense with the second reading of the aforementioned resolutions.
I second the motion to dispense with the second reading of these resolutions.
All those in favor of the motion to dispense with the second reading?
Yes.
Mr. Luby, please call the roll.
Mrs. Sturts?
Yes.
Mrs. Seavey?
Yes.
Mr. Davis?
Yes, resolution passes. I went through, I did not realize we had another true township ambassador in the house. Don Jenkins is with us. Don, we talked a little bit about the skirt game. Don is the chairman, an incredible team of everyone that works on the skirt game. You have something you want to say? Say hello or tell us what's going on, how's planning, and are you expecting an incredible crowd?
We are expecting a big crowd. Hopefully the rain will stay away.
Good.
So we're hoping that everything works out tonight. We'll get started, set up tomorrow morning, approximately about 8 o'clock, unless it rains, and then we'll hold it off a little bit. So I invite everybody to come out, have a good time, and support the skirt game.
Fantastic.
Number 46.
Number 46. So there'll be a band tomorrow night and food and,
Band tomorrow night with all the booths, all the food. Friday night is Excalibur. All the band, or all the food, the roast will be there. I think Loaded Zero roast is coming up. We have 3 games being played Thursday night. To determine the winner, to play the guys on Friday night. And then big bouncy house, big kid zone this year, bigger than what it was last year.
nice.
Awesome.
And fireworks.
Friday night by Green City Pirate. So that's gonna be
Great.
exciting too.
Great.
Great, thank you, sir. Yeah, thank
see
you
you
for
up
the
there.
years and years. How many years have you been involved with the skirt game?
I played many years prior to this, and then I backed down for a little bit because my business was getting started. And then recently got back into it in 19 and took over in 21 from Sherry DeMoss as president.
Yeah.
And I plan on staying here for a long time.
Amen. Thank you, thank you.
doing that.
Yeah. Yep. I don't have any other as far as public comment or anything, so we'll go into community events. Mr. Luby?
We have free fishing on Fridays at Clearview Lake. The lake is now open to Delhi residents for catch and release fishing in designated areas on Fridays through September from 7 a.m. until dusk. The Delhi Skirt Game tailgate party and the skirt game is Thursday, August 10th from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Kicking off the skirt game with a tailgate party. That one party band will be playing music from the 50s up to today. Friday is a skirt game and fireworks from 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. Excalibur will be playing your favorite 80s rock, followed by the Delhi Skirt Game and fireworks at 9. Food, drinks, games, and Kids Zone are at both events. The Delhi Farmers Market, the next market will be Saturday, August the 12th from 9 a.m. till noon, and that's at the Clearview Lake parking lot on Foley Road. You can find a list of vendors on the township's website. The 513 Relief Bus is Tuesday, August 15th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. And that'll be at the Glen Carter Lodge at Delhi Park at 5125 Foley Road. Provide access to health screenings, social services, and economic resources. Delhi Parks and Recreation, in cooperation with Delhi Skyline Chili, St. Dominic Athletic Association, Seton High School, Dubers Carryout, Delhi Hills Kiwanis Club, James J. Luby CPA, Delhi Liquor, Krugler Law, Lori O'Brien, Sipsy Klein, Chandler's Burger Bistro, and Jake's Automotive will present the Eagles Project on Thursday, August 17th at 7 p.m. at the Delhi Park Performance Pavilion. And food and beverages will be available for purchase. And also Delhi Parks and Recreation, along with the sponsors, will present the Cincinnati Transit Authority on Thursday, August 31st at 7 p.m. at the Delhi Park Performance Pavilion. And food and beverages will be available for purchase there as well. We have rescheduled the Cincinnati Shakespeare Company, William Shakespeare, the Comedy of Errors, will be Wednesday, August 23rd at 7 p.m. Again, that will be at the Park Performance Pavilion. And that's all I have.
Very good.
Trustee Davis?
Yes, Trustee Sturts.
I read online that the 513 bus is going to be at Anderson Ferry Food Pantry tomorrow from 10 to
It'll be in 2 places.
2 places, so we're having it twice. Okay, so it's coming tomorrow too, 10 to 3 at Anderson Ferry Food Pantry on Greenwell. So 2 opportunities.
Very good. Thank you. We have a need to go to executive session. We'll entertain a motion for that.
Motion to retire to executive session to consider the appointment, employment, dismissal, discipline, promotion, demotion, and/or compensation of a public employee of the township, and to consider the confidential information related to the marketing plans, specific business strategy, trade secrets, or personal financial statements of an applicant for economic development assistance and imminent litigation.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Luby, please call the roll.
Mrs. Sturts?
Yes.
Mrs. Seavey?
Yes.
Mr. Davis?
Yes, very good. We will retire to executive session. Our next meeting will be Wednesday, August 30th at 6 p.m. We invite all of you here, those watching, to come back and sit in on a meeting on August 30th. We'll see you then. Thank you so much.